We're back. Gotta unmute the mic, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard doing this job sometimes, man. But someone's got to do it. There goes. That better? Do I look 5 years younger? There we go. The hair is on point. How's everyone doing, man? It's Sunday. We are wrapping up the 5-day weekend. I feel rejuvenated. I feel young again. Whew. I shaved also. Every time I shave, I feel 5 years younger. You want to feel younger? Grow your beard out for 3 weeks, then shave it. You're like, damn, man, I look good. All of a sudden, you're like, ugh. Let me turn this fan on. Oh, it is on. It's hot as shit in here. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I have been working the majority of my break. I did a ton of stuff for Scrimba. We'll talk about the topic of the day of podcast topics. Yeah, I did 2 sponsored videos, 3 challenges. I wrapped up on some, or I'm about to wrap up on some JavaScript stuff for them. A clean code course and a bonus surprise testing course, which is pretty excited. I have literally 3 sections of like 11 left to do. And I just powered through that yesterday and today. And that course is really dope because there's not a lot of testing courses out there. So I hope people gain a lot of value out of it. Yeah, man. Eric and I started recording the podcast again, so we did a podcast episode this week. Hence the title. You need to come up with some topics, man. It's yo. Hope I've been well. I've been doing good, Richard. Much better, man. I thought I was gonna need much longer to get my mental health together, and I still am. I'm still working on that, but I think I'm always going to be working on that. I don't think it's something that I can ignore. But I'm managing my work-life balance much better. Work in corporate America has never been an issue because I'm a high achiever. So like no one can really complain about me working 40 hours a week because my 40 hours is equal to someone's 100. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were to do like an average sort of thing, because like I achieve more than the average people, and I've had pretty much every organization I've worked at ask me how I get so much done, such quality work done compared to my peers, and I was like, I don't know, man. I put like 100 hours a week in getting better, so like maybe it's working, dog. I don't know what to tell you. But the issue has never been with like as an employee. It's as I guess as a business owner. I don't consider anything I do on the side of business, but as somebody who has side projects, as a side project person, you know, the 40 hours additional, the 60 hours additional, the 20, and just doing that for 5 years kind of had made me go insane for a little bit. And I've always been a little weird, but weird is good. So, anyhow, back to your question. I'm doing good, man. I'm in some of the better physical shape of my life, close to the best shape. There's one time when I was really into fitness and I was taking supplements and diet plan and all that. But I'm getting close to, you know, physically, I'm much more fit. Mentally, I'm in a much better place. I'm doing a lot of reading, although I've been working on projects a little bit more lately, so I haven't been reading as much. But right here, next book, the War of Art. recommended by Quincy. So one thing I decided to do, the Michael Matthews one. Which one was that, man? How much you bench? Oh, I don't know. Bigger, leaner, stronger. Is that it? No, I haven't checked this out. But which Michael Matthews book? Um, um. So I'll add it to the list right now. I was doing like 2 books a month, but I slowed down a little bit because I wanted to transition to some projects, and I was studying data structures and algorithms a lot. And so I had to, you have to manage your time where your priorities are, right? One thing I'm doing differently than I've done in the past is I choose singular, maybe not singular, but I choose 2 tasks, 2 priorities. I look at it late night. It's just the camera. It's just the glow. That's all it is. I did have a late night though, not like a super late, but I went out with a friend of mine. We were both celebrating some career things. She recently getting a new job, and me on something else, career related. But we caught up, said hello, had some nachos and a beer. It was an elegant event. Event's not an elegant enough word. It was a elegant. Endeavor. How about that? It's Endeavor. Endeavor sounds like some baller ass, baller ass stuff. All right, let's see here. Bigger, leaner, stronger. 1 second, I gotta buy this book, man. The Science of Building the Ultimate Male Body. What about keeping the ultimate male body? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm getting into, but all right, man. $17, I'll do it. We'll run with it. I got 3 other books ahead of it. I really want to read the Man, you guys are just like focused on. You're like, Dylan, you look torn up. Dylan, you look like you're on. Like, come on, man. It's the lighting. The lighting. Here, let me see. Is that better? You guys are making me self-conscious over here. Jesus. Man's just trying to talk to you about stuff, and I'm over here getting grilled. How much you bench? So I don't know. I probably could bench maybe 150 if I had to guess, but it's been a long time since I benched. I weigh about 170 right now. I am. I don't do weights. A lot of it is. So I do pull-ups, push-ups. I do ab wheel. I do the Ring Fit Adventure. So it's all body weight based. So I haven't actually used a bench press in 2 years, maybe a year. Hey Dylan, would you ever do a live stream where subscribers can call and talk to you like a radio show? CoffeeZilla does this once a week for 4 to 8 hours. He does it for 4 to 8 hours. I mean, I might do it. The only thing about it is that people are weird, man. So, like that's the real reason why I haven't done something like that. Is people are weird, and it's the internet. Yeah, I mean, you know what's up. Is leak coding a waste of time? No, anything you do is not a waste of time. It just depends what your goals are. I remember your video on interviewing with Microsoft. I was lucky enough to land an offer there recently. Wondered if you thought applying again to Fang. Find out next week. You don't need to email me a copy of the book. I just bought one right now. It's on its way, dog. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, so podcast topics. I'm happy to answer some questions as well. Like that's really what the point of the AMA is. But if I could get one good podcast topic, maybe 2, 3, 4, potentially 11, because we have 12 episodes for this next season. But yeah, I don't even know. So like, I mean, in a good AMA, we have like 50 people. I tell you what, guys, I'll do it. I'll do it one time, and if it goes well, I'll do it a second time. So I'll make it. I'll add it to the list. And you know what? Listen, you guys are so smart. I'll do a podcast of it. I'll do a AMA. See, listen. We got idea 101. AMA podcast. Big brain plays right there, boys. A podcast episode of just a mashup of people asking questions and getting them answered. Big brain plays. All right. Whew. Find out next week on this episode of Dragon Ball Z. Do I play any video games these days? Not really. There's occasionally like a game or two I'll play here or there. I did just pick up the new Call of Duty. It's been unwrapped in my living room. It's been wrapped. I haven't even opened it for a week. So I'm in no rush to play it. I got it like on Tuesday, thinking like, oh, if I don't feel like working, I'll just play it. But I've been feeling really good lately. A lot of good things have been happening, and so I've been very motivated. I've been very all the stuff that I've been doing to sort of get myself out of the rut. It's been working. It's been really nice, and so because of that, I've had the energy to go and work on some of these projects. What's the best to specialize in computer science and tech? I mean, data science and that sort of stuff's probably at the top of the list. It's a little harder though. Yeah, so I was even a little worried picking up Call of Duty because, by the way, someone tell me if you can hear the music in the background. Do you guys hear music in the background? I just turned it on and I turned it off. No? Perfect. Okay. For some reason, one of my microphones was playing the music in the background, which didn't seem supposed to be possible. No, wait, no? Or not really? Those are two different things. Two different things entirely. Like not at all. No. Okay. But yeah, so typically I try to avoid games that don't have ends. What I mean by that is like online multiplayer, because I love that shit. You talking about competitive gaming? Bro. Get the headset on, let's go. It could be League of Legends. I wasted like a decade of my life playing League of Legends. I'm never going back, man. And like Call of Duty, same thing. So I typically avoid those type of games. Wait, which league rank did you get? The highest I got was like Plat 3 back in the day. And my main, oh my god. So I played top lane primarily. Mid was my secondary lane. At the time, I liked Nasus, Vlad, Garen. Dude, I know you guys are gonna think Garen's busted or just like an awful champ, but there's nothing better than playing Garen, dude. I love dropping the bows on with Garen. It was a good time, man. Dude. But yeah, so I stay away from games, and I have pretty much ever since I've been a developer that don't have endings. Or I should say that go on forever. Because like there's always another game. Shout out Dark Souls. I've played the first Dark Souls. I know they just revamped it, but it hasn't been something that I've been I didn't particularly enjoy. Like I don't understand the like, oh, games are super hard and it's super rewarding. I just find it super frustrating. And like as a software engineer, I understand frustration. One thing I think a lot of us will do and get out of being a professional software engineer is being able to manage frustration, because it's sort of part of the job. It's part of being able to, part of solving problems for a living is failing at solving problems for a living and struggling through problems to get to solutions. And with that, it's very frustrating. So your sort of your pain tolerance in a weird way goes up in certain mental aspects. And I just didn't enjoy it for Dark Souls. It felt too much like work. Uh, and not that I don't like work. Obviously, I do. I do all these things outside of it, but just wasn't for me. Maybe one day I'll give it another shot. Yeah. So, but yeah. So not a lot of games nowadays. The last game I played is Brigandine Legends of Forenza on the Nintendo Switch, which is a turn-based strategy game, and that was fantastic. That was like a dream come true. Also, my hobbies, it's kind of not hobbies, it's the wrong word. What I like to do with my time is self-improvement and dating. Like I want a partner in life. I don't want to die alone. So me playing Call of Duty 60 hours a week instead of, working on myself and something that's going to, like I'm sure someone will find you an acceptable mate if you've prestiged 10 times in Call of Duty. But I think perhaps working on communication skills and like physical fitness and your career might open up a few more doors in that arena than anything else. Yeah, my girlfriend's only with me because I'm Diamond in League. Listen, y'all find me a girl. You find me a nice woman who likes to play League of Legends that has a good career and a great personality, and I'll go get Diamond next week. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I as someone who looks at a screen for their project, for their I don't even watch a lot of TV. Like I do, like I watch Attack on. So I'm like 15 episodes in watching Attack on Titan, but that's because it's holiday break and I'm sort of enjoying myself. Which by the way, I've already seen Attack on Titan, but like I'm watching it and I'm like, because I already know who's who. You know what I mean? And I was like, you start looking when the bad people are on the screen, but you don't know they're bad yet on the story. You look at them and you're like, could I have figured this out on my own? Look at that! Look at that look on it. So he started looking at a little side eye. But yeah. So I'm always gonna play a little bit of video games. I think. But I'm gonna stay away from video games that I could play for the next several years, at a time. Nice, Richard. Yeah, and it's not to say that I'm not dating. I actually met someone who I'm actually pretty excited about on Tuesday or Wednesday, and gonna have dinner on Tuesday. So see how that goes. Probably crash and burn. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I think when it comes to me, people. Why crash and burn? I'll tell you why. I think when it comes to dating me, as someone who's never dated me, but this is I know me, is that I think people like the idea of me better than they like me. I think people like. I think a lot, at least people I've dated, but again, it only takes one person, right? I'm not looking to have multiple wives, multiple girlfriends. I'm looking to have one that understands what it is I'm trying to do and life I'm trying to build and whatnot. And so I think it's easier to be. I think it's easier to like the idea of me. The idea of me of someone who's driven, someone who's successful, someone who works on things outside of work and progresses their career and lives a life of which it's not a YOLO lifestyle, but you have the means to do things. And on paper, I think that is very attractive to a lot of people. But I think the level of maturity that goes along with to understand what it takes to progress your career, what it takes to build side projects, and how that impacts your life, I think that's harder than. That's what I mean by like. I don't think crash and burn because like, hey, you want to go out for dinner? I can't. I'm recording a podcast tonight. Um, yeah, so that's what I mean by that. Where like people like the idea of me. They like the idea of the hardworking, successful guy that has passive income. That has a good career, that is driven, that's going to, instead of stagnating, is going this way, right? Like, but like going this way means I'm taking away things from this. And like financially secure is boring. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it sounds, and it's been really heartbreaking at times. Is It's funny how these always turn into dating topics. We got one podcast topic, but it's been intimidating for certain people where they think I'm being judgmental because, in a weird way, they're not doing the things that I would do. But that's different. We all live our life different ways. And obviously, there's like things that like someone does, it's not going to work out, and someone does that I wouldn't necessarily do, it will work out, right? Those stuff take on a case by case basis. But I've had people I've dated who have thought I've been judgmental, when really it's just like I've come to realize I think they were intimidated. It's kind of a weird. That's kind of weird. And so that's what I mean when I say I think sometimes, they like the idea of me more than they like me. Do with it what you will. Is that a love sack? No, it's not technically a love sack, but it is a It is like a foam chair sort of thing. It's really comfortable. The dogs lay in it all the time. Sometimes we play King of the Hill. I hop on it, and then the two dogs come, and I push them away. It's our new favorite game. Stay puppies. I don't even remember what I ordered. Oh, yeah, I do know. This is the watch stand. But yeah, so this is my life. Part of it also is I tend to date younger women. So I'm 33, and the women I date are usually somewhere between 25 and 28, and so all right, let's not put this together right now. I just started going in autopilot right now. It's like anytime I get a package, undo it, get it done. And so maybe it's I wouldn't even call it a maturity thing. It's a where are you at life thing. So like I'm at a point in life where like, I've done the single man thing years before. I didn't like it a decade ago. I don't really like it now. And it's some people are just looking for fun, and that's fine, but like we can have fun. Like you don't need to be wild, do single things. Like, it's fun? Having the money to go and take a trip next week because you want to. It's fun having the capital to do whatever you want. You want to go to a $500 dinner tonight? I bet some of you didn't know you could go to a $500 dinner. They're out there. Just one of those things. Like, you can have a lot of fun in a monogamous relationship, but you also have to meet people who are at that point. Well, Richard, I hope you do meet homegirl. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't carry the burden of making any relationship fun. I just carry the burden of making the other person smile. That's really my only, if there's one, as someone who should be not giving any dating advice, let me give you a piece of dating advice. Is if there's one thing that I can tell you is make them smile, make them laugh, and you'll do okay. Did I eat a turducken on Thanksgiving? No turducken. Next year though. I'm not going to my grave without having a turducken at least once. I promise you that. Start boot camp in January. Vids help me with some prep. Thanks, man. You're welcome, man. People do seem to hate on the relationship life these days. At least that's the vibe I get. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can tell you I hate dating. And it's not like I'm gonna settle because I hate dating, but like, one of my favorite things to do is when I go on like first dates, is to find out how horrible their dates have gone. Because like, because like, if you've been single long enough, you've had some bad dates. Like, and it's always like there should just be books written about that, just bad dates. Maybe I'll write one. Dude, that'd be fascinating. And like, it's kind of funny to think about it. But like I've done enough interviews for people for software roles that it doesn't make any sense why they, based on their resume, why they shouldn't be able to qualify for the job, but they haven't been able, their skill wasn't there. And then I was thinking like, Yo, what if I took that same mentality with like dating, right? So let's just say from adult age 18 to 28, you've had 10 years of dating experience, resume experience. But if it's like some of the software engineers I've interviewed, is 10 times repeating the first year. When you start thinking about it like that, a lot of shit starts making sense. So it's it's but I don't know. Want to go halves on turducken? Tis the season. It's too late, man. Yeah, man. It's one day, like my fifth. Well, I'm sick of talking about software. I'll write a book about dating. It'll be a comedy based on real life events. Uh, but yeah, man. Whew. So lots of cool stuff coming out. Software related. That's what this channel is about, man. It's about software. Believe it or not. Look at that. W. I don't know, man. I'm good though. Yeah, when's the Cybertruck come out, man? I'm ready for the Cybertruck. I want a Cybertruck more than I want a Model S. Do I feel that Angular is losing popularity? No. I mean, I think it's probably I think React is probably the go-to. But I think as you work at larger organizations, you're going to run more into Angular and more into Vue. I think you're going to start seeing a downturn in React, which is just me. Yeah. But here's the thing, Steven. So as you go and you become like a senior front end engineer, they'll hire you for they'll hire you with that. Like I've gotten job offers at places that I don't work in React, I don't work in Vue, because I understand um I understand fundamental things about, you know, JavaScript front end frameworks, that type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And most of those apps that you're talking about will say or front end framework, Angular, Vue, maybe even Ember. uh, ever try cold approaching women on the streets, grocery stores, etc.? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never in a million years. I know we forget this sometimes. I know we sometimes forget that your boy's an introvert. I know I go on the internet, I put videos out, but you have to remember it's just me in this room and you on the webcam. Like and I'm talking to you about things that I know and it's taken a while to get here. Um but the idea the idea that I would ever cold approach someone, oh, terrifying. Terrifying. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm sure I could do it. Um, no. Uh, I don't know, man. Like, I just couldn't imagine. Because, like, here's the thing: is I have sisters, I have female friends, I've dated women, obviously, and like I've heard the horror stories of men acting inappropriately. And so like, you know, the idea of harassing is the wrong word, but I'm gonna use it. Harassing somebody while they're looking at eggs. Like, I don't want to do that, man. Like, they're just there to get eggs. You know what I mean? At the grocery store. Like, I don't, you know. Um, like they're not there. They seriously, they're not there at the gas station or the grocery store to be, hit on. They're there to live their life like everyone else, man. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine if recruiters? Because like I have, all right. If we go, I'll do this for a video one day where I just scroll through to show you how many recruiters I have that message me daily. Let's just say it averages out to 3 a day. So I have 1,000, almost 1,200 plus recruiters hit me up on the regular. And imagine if those 3 people every single day in person hit you up. That's what it's like to be like a woman, attractive woman. I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to be one of those guys. So I don't know. It'll all work out. You know what the true game plan is? Here's the thing. Your boy's gotta get so good looking that they cold open him. Big brain plays. Big brain plays. They got a cold approach me, dog. How about that? That's what we gotta do, man. Hey, baby girl. Oh, Jesus. Just headbutted me in the throat. You think you could like chill a little bit, sweetheart? Dude. Dude, she wasn't scared at all, dude. I'm not kidding. Oh, hey, baby boy. Bro. Yeah, man. Where you going, sweetheart? Oh, hey, baby boy. Um, you gave me the most ridiculous advice, but I promise you that works. Okay. What is it? So I wanted to go get a better desk chair again with like elbows and stuff, but like she generally seems to like the fact that I don't have any arms on my chair, so she can do this. Just jump up and oh, oh. Ugh. What are you doing, baby girl? Oh, hold on, baby girl. Earthquake. Earthquake. Oh. Dude, they both think they're puppies. They're both about 2 years old. Hey, baby boy. Come here, Gator. No. Come here, Gator. Ah! Oh, oh. Oh, baby boy. Baby boy. I gotta get him. He's getting a little Matty. I gotta go get him groomed. Hey, baby boy. No, you had your time. No. It's Gator's time now. I know, dude. She doesn't like. It's less about her getting attention and him getting any. Oh, baby boy. That's all? I could do all that shit, Steven. Oh, no. That's a space bar. Dude, look how gross that is. You guys see that? Oh, man. Let's see if we can fix this. That's what I'm saying. That's gross, right? Yeah, so. But, yeah, you know, I need to dress better. I definitely need to dress better. I just started when I go out on dates, but especially now, all my clothes are like gaming shirts or shirts I get at conferences or from sponsors and stuff. um, you cooking for yourself? Actually, I do the. I have lost some weight. I'm about 170. I was closer to 200 earlier this year, and between exercising 5 days a week, and I've been I've been eating the Factor 75 meals, which are like healthier meals. Did keto for a while. Yeah. I feel good, man. Do you think I should focus on cracking the coding interview for the front end role, or is it not needed? So, Stephen, what I would tell you is that I think if you're interviewing at like a FANG type company, yeah. But what I would tell you is, I think if you do my 100 algorithm challenge, where you go through 100 very practical algorithm type problems, that will help you sort of fill in those practical problems. Yeah, Josh gets it, man. I do need to. So like, I have to wear belts with all my pants, so I do need to do like a wardrobe upgrade, just from like to dress nicer, be a better single man type of thing. I do need to do that. I've been sort of hesitant because I don't know where my natural weight is. It seems to be right around 170. But so I need to get some pants. I need to get some nice shirts, some nice shoes. I plan to do all that. I just haven't got around to it. I walk your cutest dog. Not both dogs, just the cutest one. Is a soft. software as a service developer or as a SaaS CSS developer? Which one are you talking about? Have I ever built a Gundam model kit? No. It's always been something I sort of been like, that seems like a hobby I would have. I do like Legos and stuff like that. So I know it's not exactly the same, but I do like tinkering with things, putting things together, taking them apart, and building things. But no, I haven't done that specific thing. Software as a service is one of the most common business models, and software engineering use them all the time. So here's the thing, Michael. Like, I don't know if it's pride or what, but like that's so gimmicky. Um, I don't know, man. Dude, my poor boy Ricky is passing some fucking. He's been in and out of the hospital trying to pass a kidney stone. By the way, if there's one thing I really never want to deal with in life, it's kidney stones. I worried about it too because I drink a lot of energy drinks in the past. Anyhow, I did have like 3 today because I wanted to knock out this course. It's kind of weird. Like I bargain with myself with energy drinks sometimes. We're like, hey, I'll drink some energy drinks today, which I haven't drank in a while. But if I do, I have to build my course, so I can do that. And you just have this inner dialogue of how you're going to overstimulate your body for the day, but it's going to be okay because you're going to do 50% of a testing course. All right, dude. Good luck with everything, Richard. Yeah, I mean, you guys might be right, man. But I'll be the first one to tell you I don't know how the hell to date. Yeah, I feel for the guy, man. Dude, where is my? I just saw an ad for a canvas. I ordered some canvas stuff from China like 2 months ago. I knew it was gonna take a while, but oh my god, what is going on? Oh my god, it's actually in the States finally. All right, so it should be here shortly. One would hope. Yeah, it's. Hey man, if there's one thing, if I could give you guys some advice as an older man, um, older man if you're younger man if you're older, but one piece of advice I could give you is every 5 years, take your health more seriously. So like, Always make your health a priority. And it's easier to forget that when you're like 21 and like you can live that YOLO lifestyle. That's one thing. Oh my god, man. Sometimes I go on these dates and they last till like 2 a.m. and like we're drinking on the weekends, having a good time, all that sort of stuff, being responsible, Ubers and stuff like that. But the dating stuff doesn't get me down. I I have a date on Tuesday. I'm excited. I'm just saying, like, it's just one of those things that I never expect things to go well. Makes life easier. Um, but yeah, man. Sometimes you know you go out with women who are 7, 8 years younger than you. They got the eye of the tiger. You're like the tiger head on the mantle, barely alive. Well, start expecting them to go well. Huh. I just want them to go well with one person. That's it. You're funny, I guess, man. I don't know. Always with the truth bombs. Nothing wrong with being truthful. Honesty is the best policy. Being straightforward. I said this to somebody the other day. Being straightforward is nothing but honesty that's directed, and that I can appreciate. Any thoughts on potential interview questions for a non-technical role at an e-com retailer? I have an interview Tuesday. I mean, they're probably going to be more cultural based if they're non-technical. Why do you want to work here? What's wrong with your last job? What's something unique you bring to the team? Tell us about a time you succeeded. Tell us about a time you failed. Tell us about a time you had conflict. What's the funniest date you've had? The one in recent memory is I went on a date with a girl. She had a whole lot of personality, and I would love to actually been this girl's friend, but she wasn't interested in that. But yeah, so we meet up at this brewery and get a pizza, and it's very apparent that like she had been crying. Like, you know what I mean? Like you see people, their makeup's little like you should tell she tried to clean it up. Her eyes are red, but like and so anyhow, so it's very apparent that like she had been crying or like something happened. I was like, "You okay?" And she's like, I just full of transparency. I'm just a little bit of a mess right now. I broke things off with my fiance 3 days ago, and I just got done moving into my new apartment, this or that. And so it ended up is truly fascinating. It was fascinating in like a train wreck way, where you had this girl who's going through an emotional process. One I can respect, by the way, and I've been there, and so tried my best to help her out, and what ended up being this just 2 hour date, and it was just like you're not ready to go on dates, like, but that was interesting because it was fascinating because one of those situations. Usually, you're on a date for like you're like sometimes you're within 5 to 10 minutes. And you're on these dates, right? And like 5 or 10 minutes in, you usually have an idea if you're gonna go on a second date or if it's doomed. At least I do. At least that's how I feel. And anyhow, so this was one of the few times where like I was 10 minutes in, I was like, "There's never gonna be a second date," but I was truly enjoying the company, and she anyhow, so she worked in social media, and I found that very fascinating as well. But it was just interesting to be with somebody who is just an emotional wreck, and trying to date is so that was kind of funny. I'm trying to think what other um um the sad ones are, it's sad how many times I've gone on dates, and you talk about a little bit like, hey, why are you single, this or that, and where it gets sad is um what what's sad is when you go on these dates and then you find you start, well, when was your last relationship, blah blah, you start having those questions, just sort of trying to get to know what the deal is, and it surprised me how often someone has been cheated on or physically abused. um it's sad. It also makes me feel a little bit more okay about working too much. That's so in a weird way, because like I was like, listen, that's the worst thing you'll get. I might forget it's your birthday. I'll be honest with you, that will happen, but I'll make it up to you with twice as lovely as a birthday night. But like it is. I don't know if I'm naive. I don't know if I'm sheltered. Um, I don't know, but based on my upbringing, I didn't expect that to be as prevalent as I go and I start to meet people, and the world looks a little darker every day when I go on that, and it's I don't know, man. I didn't want to end this live stream on a sad note or anything like that, but yeah. So it's just one of those things, man, and it's wish it wasn't that way. It's what's even sadder is it's never like, oh, it happened once. It just happens again and again and again, and like so many people cheating. Yeah, man, there's always going to be ups and downs in relationships and careers and family and health. Um, but yeah, Michael, shoot me a email or message me on here or something, man. And you want to? All right. So let me leave you with a piece of advice. This goes for. I'll leave you with a piece of relationship advice that's I've only recently started to understand. Is that there are certain people who you'll you'll come into contact who grew up in chaos and toxicity, and that is their world, and they know how to manage it, and they know how to maybe not thrive in it, but they know how to survive in it, and that is their battlefield. And as somebody who genuinely typically wants the best for himself and his partner, um or the person that I'm dating, maybe not my partner yet, at first you'll try to be understanding, at first do XYZ, but what you have to sort of realize is that you're playing their game. You're not playing a game in which you have equal footing. You're not playing a game in which the rules are fair. You're in their world. It's the equivalent if you are a typical person in the ocean and they are a shark. They are more adept at this world. What you need to do is get out of the water. Okay, so um, if there's one thing, get out of the water and get away, and hopefully that shark can learn to walk. And so it's taken me a while to realize that there's no way of corralling the shark in the water. There's no way of, if you do, it's very temporary because that's not their domain. They need to make the decision that they don't want to. They don't want to do that. They want to come to land. And so there's no changing people. There's no, for the most part, you need to be okay with the people that you meet. If they want to change themselves because they value you and they value the relationship, that's one thing. But don't ever expect somebody to change. But you don't want to play in their world, and you want to find somebody who wants to be in the same world as you. So like if you start dating someone and like everything is so much more work than it has to be, there's issues for things that don't make any sense. Like I was talking to my buddy the other day, and like it's I don't even want to get into his personal stuff, but it's a little nutty how issues can be invented into thin air. All right, let's see here. One last question, then we're take off. Would you stay in the company and get the same amount of cash for doing nothing, or maybe watch tutorials and work time, or move to another company to actually work but for more money? I would move to another company to do some actual work and make more money because the amount of time I'd be investing is similar. Also, you're not growing if you're not doing anything at a company. So what you're basically saying is that you are limiting your potential earnings. You're limiting your growth. You're limiting your career. And once you move to that other company where you're actually working, guess what? Eventually you'll move to another company where you're actually working and continuing to grow. So with that all being said, ladies, I love you all. Gentlemen, I wish you the best. We talked a lot about dating, but generally, I think it's. I want to end on a positive note. I think there's a lot of great people in this world, and I think there's a lot of people who have the ability to become great, and I think there's a lot of you know a lot that we can do to help each other out and to appreciate each other. I'll see you guys next live stream.